Howdy do. So, we are back with Would You Rather at the request of no one, but because again, OBS testing. So I'm gonna probably actually in the end, even though you might only see one or two of these, I probably recorded several of these to test out different things like again, camera position, lighting, audio, things like that, see what works, see what doesn't work. So in the future, I can use OBS to record like a whole bunch of different things in the channel, like League of Legends, the Jinx videos, Minecraft, anything really. So, with Would You Rather, for those that maybe didn't see the other video, or this is the first video that ends up making it on the channel, the way it works is you get asked 2 questions, and then you decide which one would you rather do, and then after you answer a question, you see which ones did people pick, if you got agreed with more, or were you more in the like narrow group. So, for example, would you rather enact net neutrality as a law, or enact Stop Online Piracy Act as a law? Now, this is a good one to talk about because net neutrality right now is under threat of getting repealed. And there's a lot of things at stake when that happens. So it's funny that this is what exactly comes up in this one, but pretty much net neutrality cannot be allowed to get repealed if you don't know. It's just kind of an awareness thing right now, because if net neutrality gets repealed, they'll start putting the different parts of the internet pretty much into paid packages. So right now, even though you pay for like a certain provider or carrier, let's say like $70 for internet, there'd be additional charges depending on what website you wanted to use. Like the social media websites might be $5, Netflix and Hulu might be another $5, sports channels and stuff like that, or sports sites, I should say like that, might be like another $5 over here. And in hindsight, if you have enough money, that alone wouldn't be necessarily too bad, of course, right? Maybe an extra like $30 to $50 for your internet. But beyond that, it's also what it opens the door and allows ISPs to do in terms of who does and doesn't get to say and do stuff, because creativity would be stifled, and as such there'd be a lot of things like people like myself even on the internet just wouldn't necessarily have access and be allowed to do. And when you start doing that, you start controlling what people see, do, hear, and as such you can kind of just control what people think in that matter. I'm kind of quoting Markiplier a little bit. He put a video like this. There's other people that have made better net neutrality videos, so I won't go too long into that. I'll put a link to their videos in the description down below instead. But research net neutrality and help make sure it doesn't get repealed and defeated next month. But with that said, I would enact net neutrality as a law. That's just something I definitely would have to do. Would you rather be killed by Jason from Friday the 13th or be killed by Ghostface from Scream? Now, I'm not in the business of wanting to be killed, period, so if I had to actually choose one, however, it'd probably most likely be Ghostface, because Jason, there's no way, I'm not gonna be near a lake. I don't do the swimming thing. I don't want to be near water really, period, except for like showering and washing hands and stuff like that. So I'm probably not even gonna possibly be killed by Jason anyway. But there is that game out right now, again near a lake. I'm not gonna be near a lake, so it's not what I'd rather, it's just what's most likely. Ghostface. That's a very close one. Would you rather be really fat or be really hairy? Now, body hair is very annoying. It's just very annoying. It's itchy. I don't personally like it. I don't really even like shaving. That's sometimes why my facial hair would get so long. It's because it's like I just get lazy. I don't really want to deal with hairy. But at the same time, I think I'd rather be like in shape and then really hairy and then I could just shave than be really fat, because it just takes so much effort to burn off some of that sometimes. Like it's not that it's impossible, but it's just that if in this scenario I might not be hairy, but I'd be so fat that all the working out and stuff I'd have to do, the dieting and stuff, it would just be really hard to get into even the shape I'm in right now, which isn't really the greatest of shapes, but it's still better than like being overweight or something like that. While this one, it sucks, but I could probably shave or something. Well, I'm just gonna go with the be really hairy. Yeah, okay, most people agree. If you could only eat one and never eat the other, would you rather eat waffles or eat pancakes? That is without question very easy for me, actually. I would rather just eat pancakes. I love pancakes. Pancakes is one of my... No, pancakes probably is my favorite breakfast food. Especially because IHOP exists, and they have this thing called the Cinestack Pancake. Now I was very mad though, because last time I tried to go to IHOP, they didn't have it, and they said they no longer have the Cinestack Pancake, so I had to tweet them and be like, I'm kind of disappointed in you guys. What is this? And then they tweeted back, actually. It was like, oh no, only some locations don't have the Cinestack Pancake anymore. Some locations still do, and then my faith in pancakes was restored. So I'm gonna go with pancakes if it means I can't. It is unfortunate because I don't hate waffles, I do like waffles, but out of these two, if I could only eat one and not the other, everybody that knows me knows pancakes. Let's go. Would you rather be a main character in South Park or Family Guy? Two shows I've actually never watched, so I actually have no idea which one I would rather be. The only one thing I've ever seen of Family Guy is this like one scene where Peter's like fighting a chicken all the way down like a road and stuff, and it ends up like doing a parody of Indiana Jones where the chicken ends up getting like killed in a propeller or something. I've never seen like a single episode of South Park. So in that instance, I'm gonna have to say if he can fight a chicken and live through all that epic, I'll have to go with this one off of like the 1 minute fight I've seen in the show. Don't judge me too hard, all right? Just put the gavels down, please. Would you rather have a hot spouse but be poor, or be homosexual with a famous actor and be rich? Now, this one actually exists according to rumors and stuff. Like, there's actually people that have like sold their souls to other actors and stuff to be able to be famous and rich themselves. Like a whole, I'm not gonna get into it too much because it's like a conspiracy theory and there's not a lot of fact behind there. This one, meanwhile, I don't really care about being poor, honestly. If I'm, well, it's not saying a loving hot spouse. It's just saying a hot spouse. Because I was gonna say, as long as we're happy, I don't really care if we're poor, honestly speaking. And I know it's like, that's blasphemous in today's world, which is really run by money. But no, honestly, I'll take happiness over money any day, except until I pay off my student loans. Then I'll really stop caring about money when those are gone, of course. But like, I just don't, I don't really need to be famous and rich over just having like a decent like spouse. Like that's what I'm going with. And most people went with it too, because I'm amazing and I'm right, always, so. Would you rather never be able to wear shoes or never be able to touch anything that's red? That's a problem, because here's the thing, a lot of my color scheme is red. It's black and red and sometimes with some white. Now, unless I wanted to change all of those things, which I guess could be changed, but I kind of like those things, it's kind of why I got them, I like how they look. Also, I don't have a lot of money, so I'd have to replace a lot of wardrobe stuff. Like, that's actually not good at all. But it doesn't actually specify what it means by touch. If it means by fingers, then what I could do is I can just always wear gloves. I'm gonna cheat, because that's what I do in these videos. If you've watched these videos now at this point, I'm gonna cheat and say I can touch red stuff, not with my like bare fingers. I'd have to wear gloves or something. So if I wanted to pick up like those plastic cups and drink something, I just have to put a glove on first, and we're good to go. Never being able to wear shoes is kind of problematic just because of how like the way some roads and like walkways and stuff are now. It's just really painful trying to walk barefooted on those, or even with socks. Now, again, I could cheat here and say, oh, but shoes don't mean things like boots and sandals and stuff like that. I just couldn't wear like a tennis shoe or something that you would actually call specifically a shoe. In which case, I just buy a pair of boots or whatever and we'd still be good. Running would suck though. I really like running, so I need running shoes. So I'm gonna go with this one, and then we're gonna cheat though and say I can just wear gloves. So we're good. We're good. Would you rather live in Boston or live in New York City? Now, I've never actually been to either of these places, so I can only go off of what I know from the movies. Obviously, movies, very educational, very, very accurate and stuff. And I'm sorry, but didn't New York get attacked by invading aliens and Avengers had to take care of that? I don't think I'd have the insurance to be able to explain, oh, my car got blown up by an alien, and Thor, and pancaked by the Hulk, and another alien that got beat by Thor, and the Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, Boston seems a little bit safer in that aspect, so I'm gonna go with Boston. Would you rather eat a cup of baking soda and then do a shot of vinegar, or eat a pack of Mentos and then chug a Diet Coke? So, would I rather, like, just not exist anymore, or not exist indefinitely? Sure, baking soda, I can't even try and, like, I want to try and cheat for this one, but it's a little bit, there's no, if you've ever seen, like, YouTube videos and stuff about, like, Mentos and Diet Coke, or, like, this ain't good, but I'm gonna go with this one because I've seen, or I know of, less deaths behind this one, so I have more of a chance of living. Oh, okay, so people would rather just, like, mass suicide. That's not okay. Would you rather be a singer in the world, best singer in the world, but ugly, or be the worst singer in the world, but beautiful? be the best singer in the world but ugly, or be the worst singer in the world but beautiful, time to cheat again. You could be the worst singer in the world, and your beauty will carry you, and then they can just auto-tune you in the booth. If you're the best singer in the world, you can be on the radio and stuff, because people won't actually have to physically look at you, but you won't really be able to market yourself, because they'll be like, oh, you're ugly. And obviously, if I cheated there, I could say, but in this case, couldn't you just wear makeup or something? Well, yeah, you could, but what if you're allergic to it or something like that? There are people who have, like, they just can't wear makeup because their skin breaks out and stuff. But this one, auto-tuning doesn't actually involve, like, doing anything to you physically. It's all on the computer. I'd rather be the worst singer in the world, but beautiful. So, this will be the last one. Let's see what we got. Would you rather have surgery in a Mexican hospital or have surgery on the American Indian reservation closest to you? Why am I having surgery? What? I don't actually know. I guess maybe both of these are supposed to be really bad, or both of these are supposed to be really expensive. I don't really know. So I'm just going to randomly pick this one, and we're just going to say we're going to do one more, because I actually had no idea about that one. So, would you rather date a mermaid or date an angel? Now, this has some strings attached to it, I'm pretty sure. If you're dating a mermaid, first of all, it says, it confirms mermaids exist. We're talking like the Little Mermaid and all that, and if mermaids exist, Ursula exists. And if Ursula exists, there's a chance the world could just go to heck when she like gets Trident Spear or whatever. It just causes mayhem and panic everywhere. If you're dating an angel, and like an actual angel like straight up from heaven or something, you might actually literally be blessed. And as such, you're probably not going to have any bad luck come your way. Demons can't possibly get at you, because if they get at you, they're getting at the angel. If they're getting at the angel, they're literally messing with God. As such, I'm pretty sure he's just going to smite them if you can't, right? Like, that's my logic going here. Not that dating a mermaid would be terrible. I'm just saying I'd rather not deal with Ursula full powered with Trident Spear and possibly have backup in terms of, hey, we're getting messed with by something that we can't even deal with. Can we just get a smite from you, please? So, that is Would You Rather. A shorter episode, again, OBS test. Feel free to tell me how I did in terms of my audio quality, lighting, how I'm sounding in the mic, quality of the video, and all that stuff, so I can hopefully use OBS more often in the future. So thank you so much for watching this video if you did. I don't know which video will be next, because life be quite a mess. So until this time, take care. From the Fire Good Eye, FS, thank you for watching.